Mehunu social media activities bi a mo nkrofo bi eye baako eye chama Abronye minim se wo de wabie wono social media channel oye mehunu wankasa wo faase aboa papo wono so de wo ye gidigidi kese aye personal we di take we nu ade enti empani ni wo muni mra ambetimi abra saade yi
ye wo mra. And apart from that, so we responsibility as a senior officer of the party. When we are officers of this party, to the implementation of enforcement rather of any provisions of our party's constitution. Now, a certain development may battle a party more than a hygiene. And penning for as a party name. Owusu eno mo ban eno mo ne ye ebehye nyina ye nkran ne aye ne mapano wo na obehese mpempi no matesi na entokwa dede kasa emfata ni DS ye de ma ye fama eno no emma ye party for no how ebu wo mabem ehye wo makoma. The party is looking for a leadership a bet kai nyina ya bom, like a glue to weld the top of the party together. Because they say, in unity we strive. So, and Kabum here as a political party. In a party, no. We have this all two party. Oh, yeah, Diane, Ton San, one friend, Nasi, and no, Yamishia, Nayan Kamum, Yengi. So, the political party should have commonality of ideas and minds. You better respect yourselves. You do any deal by your home, and no, the Bema in Chilman just say be free. And they are bare for near my benty, and this encountered to know. Who could you not be a now cast someone? And so will be Crafona, or betting a record it. Or record it on one betting any the social media output, not the Babon 20 the old can say bidum a. Now, so we are officer of the party. You are under the provisions of the Constitution. Constitution makes require SCF. And you said, one will be crying, you know, when you may be so. You need to send a council, and I necessarily say, no, but Babontin, no more good party, no fee. And you're very bad. And I think that it is something that we will discuss today and take some really hard decisions. But, you know, as a discipline room, we've got to enforce order and discipline. And respect for the party. Party no so associate any of us. And penny for back up. Then so party no de ebetna. Ye nana no nyina babe for party mu e de asom or mind down. And so I am for protecting the sanctity of the new patriotic party. Timi who say obi e peja na no o kasa di tia party no e kasa sebi emfa edo entry edo. Especially after an election, in who do you see? Yeah, party for the Ebufu and call out and go to Aba Amay into a ne, your opposition. This is the time to learn, to have sober reflection. If young Sanya to trust them, you hear Abotre, you hear any people who have shown in their life, Oma dedicated to the struggle of this party. Party no. And then I can remember in Kebiaba, and I fancy inquire you will be added and say, a room where you none Avyeh. And also, so this party was formed at a time of extreme difficulty in this country when we were in the military rule. It took some of us, at the risk of our professional development, at the risk of our life. It was life-threatening in those days, in the early 90s, to be associated with our political tradition. You come meeting Kwanisi, and Kolana Bano. The last statistic I checked, we said electric here, over 50, 9%. The majority of the electric, they did not experience the difficulties of the 40 years, the military dictatorship. And I think that they are taking our democracy for granted. And it will be a sorry. People should respect themselves. They should hold the party in high esteem because party ni nyina na nyina do. Party ni nyina na nyina so. Obi en ho so say NPP. Enti ye best sa kasa na nipa pese ye fa party ni boy bo study wo mo dia. Enye nyina e dia. Ye nye niema ebe masebi ekitafo wo mo mbuofu wo machi wo ho nyina ebe ba party no de edo ene di eba ma ho. Na no na be ma Ghana for who say NPP for ma come that we should go back to our roots. What worked well for this political tradition. Na yinyai and so baby abano kase. So I know that's a one kase and no it makes you a good politician. That cannot be correct for me. Inti a idea happen across the political divide. Inti ema any papa those who can serve this country properly. Ombetime tu ye wacha ye adwuma pa. Omo nyina atwe who free politics no. Ya politics will be populated by misfits, people of no character, people of no ethic, people of no principle. Party politics no governance. Say binya ho na ekoprisika o. Ubo bra. You should have a profession like some of us do have. And sana emre so say be sum o man Ghana. Wo de wo dia beboa ahyehyɛ make sure say o man ayiye. Nti amanyo sem na yeye. Na emre do say ya. Na yakodi nkugu instead of us exercising extreme restraint. Na yakwetri I me too safely at the National Council said after Professor Okwe report no buy. For me that was the most important thing. The party should have called a few stakeholders, the steering committee, those of us who have run the party before as former general secretaries, in conclave, because many people were confidential. Now extracted from the report, and Nema here say a beya, a bedi a party no bisi kwampaso, a benya a pushy party no towards 2026. But what did we see? So as if it's business as usual. Oh, yan tonkoso, who can be any pen be empathy a bit you. Yenya and Nema a beboa party nina. And Nema a party no are strong, not for any particular individual. That is very important as a political tradition. And I want to be an advocate. Me per se party for Mesremo. Yenni ye party no ho. Yenni o my Ghana no ho. Yense ye this inflammatory language. Kasa ya. Kasa edin papa emu. Kasa edin tokwa. Yemeno ente insietri. Na abato de agentre kebuma menkebi. Na ensi who say the real focus and purpose of governance is the welfare of the ordinary man. Ghana for ye be especially one way need be one more again to you mano. Na you feel say politics near the family be dear near the shem confoso, near the pesika, near the accident confoa. You don't think politics. Into your best say. And pending for a day a kuyenim, a day who boa for real estate in Kunum, J.A. Addisonum, Apia Mincanum, Amobidiaco, A.K. Deku, Jansi Bikai, and pending for a toe yard dying, a dubuatini, J.A. could for that year. People who sacrifice their lives.
What are Ajenim Boating?
Yes, Ajenim Boating. So, the new crop of people I see now, they don't bring every party and a party today. Here Rantie at the Young Executive Forum, Yene, Kujuban Reduma, Kosio Soji, Kandapa, Cecilia Dapa, Gladys Asma, Courage Kwasika, Nomia Disiano. What's the media near 2 is free bottom, Menami Abrantie, or 29 years, contributing money at the end of every month. From a small salary as a young engineer with the Ghana Highway Authority. At the NSC, why have we come this far? What is going on? And I think that today's meeting, I pray and hope that calm should prevail. You hear cool heads. You know, ahead there, Nipa Bako in a big PS3, I'll be crying franca. You need Nipa Ko. We finish one electoral cycle. I think the year best started another electoral cycle. I didn't need Bempah, Ninantias, yes, there, any pan a better aba. Party for no is such and say, look, your delegate system they are unhappy with. And Professor Okwe's report, although mean from an here, most of us haven't seen it, and I don't even understand why that senior members of this party have not been given the opportunity to review this report. Nankebia, and near my papa, a woman, you beat him the air, and the actual party, you intimate fine. Na adane social media okoso and tokwa ekoso me support us in the see pay your benting way to money way sani is a party sani ye no come on meto sana ye start here in 1991 come on meto na sana tie ye ba ye so ya mesimu adan ya megin sase ye ba ye tu ye wuche e de be ye adwuma e de boa ekuno mekuno e be ye hwam and so that generations unborn can benefit from the values and the principles and the virtues that really founded this great political tradition, which has survived the over 67 years of Ghana's independence. It's really a tragedy that I see certain characters now at the forefront of our party, embarrassing our party, kicking somewhere anymore emphata. Not impending for us almost original monaso. I will speak up, and I want today's meeting. I pray, say ene. Ubia en kaise osunu na yesom, osunu sum esusin ubia. She said the edubo hembaya oko. Sana President Kufo baye oko. President Akufo-Addo aba oko. Sana tie. Party is the vehicle that we use to transform our society into transformation of Ghana. And on every again, and near my baye, Bema Ghana, ye Kabere, Ghana baye, a crocassie, you see a politicians. And Kobasa, ye ba politics, ye foot, and now you bring a free, and now the enemy a bush of moving into the area. That is not the essence of politics. And I want to encourage all right thinking, public spirited individuals who are NPP people, and in fact for Ghanaians for that matter. Let's rise up together. Let's have a critical mass of right-thinking people dedicated almost to buying character matters in politics. To Bempah, here, the character of people, the type of leadership that we have. Because all the wars that we've seen around the world, sometimes it's a word or two spoken out of 10, and no, they did a crumby brain. Woman, into your threat. Madame could me go to any party for pending for party for a cheetah for. Politics is not about individuals. Yan so me a tradition, yan so me a party, that the party no be peja no be an. Ni na di ahokeka atanity. Na se say there. Look at the party no. You have to nipa baako mienu. And you must sika kra so abedi enim. Obi enya sika. You don't even know the source of the money. And they are spraying it around and then collage etuni ADHD. Is this a country that we want to build? Are we going to worship money in this country and materialism? That for me is not it. And I'm going to fight that. And if I become the lone word person standing up, I will do so till the day I have my last breath. Inti Kwame, I'm very passionate this morning because some of us, we put our whole life, our professional development, and everything on the line to sacrifice and work hard for this political tradition. And I'm not going to be alive and sit there and allow a few people and almost come and disrupt our party and destroy our tradition. We will not do that. We will fight them. And today, I want to meet some of them in our council, in our national executive. Nice to bamboni na party no ha o minus ade.
Now, Mamintie, sa top bottom approach in selecting flag bearer no. Me won say what can one sem, but I say unity. Say enipa bi kwa kohia enipa bi no anadwo. Say semoko national council meeting. Mumfa sa agenda no emra na at least 12 chairman of the party no kra no in raise that point no. Ankomo what be?
Kwame. Na tse ye Ghana hana say we are friend of misrepresentation, any propaganda, and papa. We call National Council on the 17th of April. I'm sorry, and making me proposal. and no must submit a proposal to the constitutional review. Me can near me no because people in Nipa be mano akusi baby and no me feel so no can one more agenda who said deal and no masomo. Asema me can say idea a party for the choir party and penny for a to party. Delegate system broken. The do no 100% ye benya. All card bearing members of this party should be voted. And so what called the IT department? They say card bearing members almost no. They are far less than 200,000. I think it's about 137 or 187,000. I don't know which figure is right. But even across the world, all the big political parties, Republican Party, Conservative Party, card bearing members there, they are not almost those who can see. Because politics, voters will do about no energy. When you're committed, but energy. There is a voter. And they all sympathizers, because of the tradition, because they will not to. And you will be active, only a party near or the party Jumaye. And finally, you will be a card holder. If you call an activist, there's no card holder. Because the last presidential primacy, I think 260.
Yeah. And the Bempah then yet let it be said, one Casaunia, a year chairman 17. A bushia the ambassador who do no in tea 1% or chin who free. A man you say mukra. Nature say chairman a word yin watching who free mu. And come what a year at all saying, na sense of crown mo party a mambrano eka say BBC is here.
Stephen Tini will be amending no ache. Or party no will be first vice chairman that Metiasem a hammock a crack. About 3 months ago, he was in good condition. But it appears something Nipa Agyapong in but as the highest officer of the party, I was expecting so by now, maybe at the steering committee level, and I'd be, Nipa who said BB Koso, and I would have had some medical report about his condition. And no, actually, no party, I'm a report. I think that it would have been better for the party, NPP, in the NSK report, but rather than a free family basa. And I'm very uncomfortable discussing some of these details, especially Agyapong, and then with the leadership issues that should be dealt in the boardroom of the party. But whatever happened, the party, Yawamra, and the Yamran were very clear and very simple. If it gets to a point now, the chairman of the party, Unikrumha, and now say, or medically incapable of carrying out the functions, because maybe this is a very clear cut line. And Tina, your party, your chairman, your first vice, your second vice, your third vice, all because the unit said a very possible say almost 9 in at the same time, and I don't at the same time. See what the hula baloo is about. I would have thought that by now steering committee would have met and had a discussion, because I'm trying to call National Council via National Executive. Steering committee this year. No more discuss issues, prepare agenda. I the National Executive Committee. So far I haven't heard Sibia Bisa Hakoso. There's a man who pay at 10 o'clock we've been summoned say Yemra for National Executive Committee. Mean to me enter and agenda because meaning Obian communicated the full agenda to me. But we have been invited as such. Mestre party for Kasano Yados. Umemu any party the Edinia dog Kasapa any day any edited.
Yes, and son of Bahono. Mammy, son letter ye free a chairman 17 Hobayano. He calls them to write the letter. And now, sir, a Yabusiana no situation into a match of pedia.
Well, it will be difficult for me to because the kind chairman in team is the highest officer of the party, one chairman of the party. And a party so steering committee na day to day no omne extra party so through the general secretary of the party. And it's our question really I do believe that perhaps it's the general secretary who will be in the best position to answer. So na se bi kwa se bi ana make am say wonwa kan kire kwa na say yen nipa yare na ti hu se bi o yare na ekohwe no ni hu se bi ana pomudin enya if you say yen as a party as the first point of call will be to the party so that party na no unia hodin na se BBC na hawa the first point of call is obebo party no amane na party no be share the steering committee na omoti asemo akate be there's a medical report to be an ahwe na take decisions in view of what we have seen irrespective what the constitution says na first vice chairman no will then assume the mantle and act as chairman of the party so set time or be recover because he already etimiba na within so you can recover and come back because the mandate no ends so I think in a year's time 2026 and I cannot add my voice to all sorts of rumors and I'm around na me can say see who's a party na a party kesi a party assume on mind papa a party ni traditional abwa meka bi ma minka bi ne the democracy that we are enjoying is largely through the exploits and the dedication and the sacrifice of this political tradition. Sinene, you work at Mammy Kibby and Mammy. And Timmy said, a set fata. Says away a party pengo, now oba upon tia. Can be a so can be a Bema party no Ivan to present a more polished image of the party. And the best party for a chitafu. And peninsu, show Macasai, and ye men a tutu abonting.
Papa,
with you.